At just 8 years old, Charlotte Summers was already dazzling audiences in Spain, with a voice far beyond her years. By 12, she'd stunned Japanese television judges singing Sinatra. And at only 13, she left millions of Americans speechless on America's Got Talent, even after Simon Cowell's famously harsh critique brought her to tears on live TV. Yet what's even more remarkable is what happened next. Instead of fading away like so many reality show prodigies, Charlotte quietly built a career of her own, writing original music, studying music production in London, and proving she's more than a viral child star. This is the extraordinary journey of Charlotte Summers, from child prodigy to emerging indie artist, told step by step. Charlotte Summers was born November 15, 2005, in sunny Marbella on Spain's southern coast. Music surrounded her from the start. She began piano lessons at 5 and was on stage by 8, playing young Eponine in a local production of Les Miserables. That early theater work sharpened her stage presence and gave her confidence well beyond her age. Her musical heroes ranged from Whitney Houston and Amy Winehouse to Beyoncé and Jennifer Hudson. Charlotte once said she loves old soul, and you can hear that passion in the songs she gravitated toward as a child. By 9, she was already making waves on Spanish TV, competing on Voz Kids, the Spanish version of the Voz Kids. Under coach Rosario Flores, she powered her way to the semifinals, earning a reputation as a joven promesa, a young promise in music. The next year, she took second place on Fenomeno Fan, a Disney Channel talent contest, and won the Big Talent competition in Malaga. Soon she was representing Spain internationally, winning the Golden Trophy at the Viva la Música Orfeum Festival in Tenerife, and sweeping 3 top awards, including Best Original Song, with her first single Unicorn at the Eurokids contest in Italy. That song, written by Swedish and Greek songwriters and once a Eurovision candidate, became her first big international calling card. By the time Charlotte turned 11, Spanish media were already calling her La Pequeña Cantante, with a huge voice. She was ready for the world stage. Charlotte's rise went global in 2017, when her performances began to go viral online. Soon she was invited to NBC's Little Big Shots in the United States. At just 11, she charmed host Steve Harvey and wowed audiences with James Brown's It's a Man's World, then returned later that year to sing Please Come Home for Christmas. Millions watched in disbelief as this poised preteen delivered a powerhouse soul performance. Japan called next. On a primetime singing showdown, Charlotte belted out Sinatra's New York, New York, leaving the judges literally speechless and winning the competition. By 12, she had performed on major stages in Europe, Asia, and North America, an achievement most adult singers only dream of. But her true breakout came in 2019 on America's Got Talent, Season 14. Just 13, Charlotte strode onto the AGT stage and launched into Nina Simone's I Put a Spell on You. Her raw, fearless delivery brought all 4 judges to their feet. Viewers and media alike marveled, she's only 13 and sings like a seasoned soul diva. She followed with Leslie Gore's feminist classic, You Don't Own Me, earning another standing ovation and praise from guest judge Jay Leno. By the live quarterfinals, Charlotte was a fan favorite. That night, she chose the James Bond theme, Diamonds Are Forever. She sang it with power and poise, but Simon Cowell wasn't impressed, calling it a terrible, terrible song choice. His blunt critique made the 13-year-old tear up on live TV as the audience booed in her defense. Host Terry Crews comforted her, and even Simon softened, stressing that her talent was incredible and that the song choice wasn't your fault. Charlotte was ultimately eliminated in the quarterfinals, falling just short of the semifinals. Yet her performances racked up millions of views online, and her Instagram following soared past 250,000. She even received a Global Child Prodigy Award in 2020, placing her among the world's top young talents. The AGT experience gave her instant worldwide recognition, and a first-hand lesson in the pressures of fame. Back home in Marbella, Charlotte resisted the quick-fix record deals and instead focused on becoming a true recording artist. Over the next few years, she released original songs that showed both her growth and her range. Singles like Holding On, Can't Stand By, and Perfectly Broken blended soul, pop, and R&B. In 2025, she dropped the empowering anthem Steps, a horn-driven track she had first written at just 14. With producer Nick Southwood, she turned it into a vibrant, brass-backed celebration of resilience. Rise like a phoenix, she sings, a message clearly drawn from her own journey. Her music reveals a versatile artist. One song might channel sassy modern pop, the next a heartfelt soul ballad. Crucially, Charlotte co-writes much of her material, proving she's as much songwriter as vocalist. To deepen her craft, she moved to London and enrolled in a university program for music production and vocal performance. There, she's collaborating with international producers and learning the technical side of music, skills that give her creative control and long-term independence. September 2025 brought a milestone. Her first EP, Moving Forward, Looking Back. Featuring 5 tracks, including Holding On, Perfectly Broken, and the new Giants. It captures her transition from viral teen to young adult artist and tells her story in an emotional arc. It's her statement that she's no longer just a talent show contestant, but a fully fledged musician. Charlotte has also explored fashion and modeling, sharing stylish shoots on social media and building a personal brand. Yet music remains her core, and she stays closely connected to fans through YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, where she shares everything from polished videos to casual behind-the-scenes clips. Starting in the global spotlight gave Charlotte a huge head start. Millions discovered her through AGT and Little Big Shots, and her performances still attract massive views. But talent show fame can be a double-edged sword. When the season ends, the challenge is turning that 15 minutes into a lasting career. Charlotte faced intense expectations. People remembered her sky-high notes at 13 and watched closely as her voice matured. Some online even wondered if she could keep that spark. Instead of chasing her younger sound, Charlotte trained, studied, and embraced her richer adult tone, proving she could grow with her instrument. Choosing an independent path meant she kept creative freedom but also had to fight for attention in a crowded streaming market. Still, her dedicated fan base, built from Spain to the US, Japan, and beyond, gives her a solid foundation. With around 10,000 monthly Spotify listeners and a vibrant online community, she's steadily building a career on her own terms. Charlotte's story inspires young performers everywhere. Children who watched her on Voz Kids, Little Big Shots, or AGT often say she gave them the courage to audition themselves. Teachers even use her performances to introduce students to jazz and soul classics. Her fan community, active on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, mixes teens and adults who celebrate her birthdays, share edits, and cover her songs. She's helped a generation of young music lovers discover timeless voices like Nina Simone and Shirley Bassey. Media coverage has shifted too. Early headlines marveled at the 13-year-old with the giant voice. Today they highlight her songwriting and soul pop artistry, proof that Charlotte has successfully moved beyond the child prodigy label. And as a Spanish artist who broke into English language TV, she's become a cultural bridge, showing kids everywhere that talent crosses borders. With her first EP released and a music production degree underway, Charlotte's next steps could go in many directions. A full-length debut album blending her soulful vocals with contemporary production. Live tours or music festival appearances that showcase her powerful voice in person. Perhaps even representing Spain at Eurovision or collaborating with international artists. Whether she chooses a major label path or continues as an independent soul pop artist, Charlotte has already proven she has both the talent and the work ethic for a long career. Charlotte Summers has accomplished more before 20 than many do in a lifetime, winning competitions across Europe and Asia, wowing US television, and now writing and producing her own music. From the little girl who once made Simon Cowell eat his words to the young woman composing her own anthems, Charlotte keeps taking bold steps forward. And if her own song title is any clue, those steps are only the beginning.
Thank you for spending some time with us. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpick these videos, which we recommend you watch next. You can talk to us on all social medias or ask a question in the comments below. Thank you for being with us, and we'll see you back tomorrow.